Oh, another thing I forgot to show you about this. You know, you can shake that round right up. Another neat little trick this thing does. A few whacks will get that first round out. After that, you're a competition shooter. You're running across the field, and them shells start popping out, and you come to your mag, and it's empty or almost empty. What's that going to do to your game out there? Because there is a story of a guy that happened to. The MD-20, it's just not. It's going to stay right there. Alright, I wanted to go over the fitting instructions. Now, Alliance Armament is trying to make it like it's just a difficult task and it's just crazy to even think of that you'd have to do this. This is a Russian instructions that will come with an extra 5-round magazine every once in a while. Basically all this is my B fitting instructions. To trim this little surface here, just shave it barely down a little bit. They don't have the A fitting instructions on here, and I don't know why, because it is something they check for and perform at the factory if they need to. That's why a lot of these you'll find with the last 4 of your serial number of your gun on the magazine, because they fit it to the gun, lock it in. Some people, when they get another 5-round magazine factory, they find it doesn't fit. A lot of times, if it's the A fitting, they will take way too much material off here, because that's all this mentions. You might have a gun that you buy an extra 5-round mag and it snaps right in, but you get the MD-20 and you have to fit it. But one thing too, you're never going to find a 5-round mag that fits as nice, tight, and with as little movement as this drum right here. And that's important too, because there's a lot more weight here that can be moving around. It even says right in here that backlash, you don't want it. That's movement. That's when you shoot the gun, it's wanting to be left behind by the recoil, and then once it goes back, it lashes back. Now if your drum is really loose, you really don't have to worry about it with this. It'll take it, it don't have that much play in it, even if you have made it just a little loose. But the Wraithmaker, with all its extra weight on top of this, and being soft aluminum, and as loose as they fit and all that movement. If you watch their video, when he snaps it in, he rattles it back and forth. If you watch that part 2A, you'll see when he's shooting it, that thing just moving all over the place. Every time it does that, it's beaten like a hammer on these locking surfaces. And that's why there's no way one of these drums is going to last 25,000 shots, I don't think. I don't believe that for a second. Where is that drum? How come we've never seen pictures of it? And I bet if they did put pictures, it'd look like a nice, pretty, clean, brand new one. Alright, repairability. They say if you damage this or wear these out, you gotta throw it away, which is not true. If you remove too much material off here, just send it back to me. I'll weld some plastic right back on. I have a few different plastic welders. I got some plastic stick welders and a couple different sonic welders for plastic, and I can fix it right up. Loading the drum. Alliance Armament tried to make it look like it was really hard to load the drum, which it's not. It's probably one of the easiest loading drums out there for any gun. Now if Alliance Armament is having problems, maybe they could just throw on an extra coat of fingernail polish the next time to give their fingernail a little extra rigidity. Another thing, they took a stab at my warranty, saying that, you know, can't get stuff replaced, stuff like that. Here's how much faith I have in this drum. I'm hereby issuing a limited lifetime warranty. If you ever wear out your locking surfaces, your dummy round gear, just send it back to me and I'll replace those parts for free. Now I have that much faith in this design. This is of course under normal conditions. By limited, I mean if you send this back in and it looks like that drum from my torture test videos, it's not going to qualify. Guarantee. I'm also issuing a 30-day 100% money back guarantee. If you aren't completely satisfied with this drum, I don't want you to have it. I don't want you feeling like you was ripped off. Send it back to me, I'll give you a full refund. Easy as that. I'll also be updating my site with the updated warranty and guarantee details. Now, I saved the best for last here. This drum, with a lot of the high brass rounds out there, it does have issues where it doesn't want to feed fast enough from gun to gun. Some guns it does fine, some it don't. I've tried many different things, many different mods and tweaks, this and that, and many combinations of this and that, this, that, and that, and just nothing seemed to do the trick. The only thing I could come up with to counter it was a stronger spring. This is the original spring. This is a stronger spring I had made. It's silver because it hasn't been black oxided yet. I didn't need to treat it just to test it. But it did clear them problems up. But I came up with something even better. In the light of all these videos, it got me back out in the lab, digging a little harder and a little deeper, really pushing into it for days. And what I've came up with is this right here. Now what I found is it just wasn't getting enough air in here, and grit and debris and stuff. And also this makes it easier to load. I've done away with the clear and the smoke covers, because now you can see your rounds through the side and you don't need to worry about seeing them through the back, the side that's facing you. But oh, come on now. This is what I got. Nothing different at all on the outside. What I've done is just made a couple adjustments to a couple parts in it and made an adjustment to the drum body. Now it'd be a whole lot easier just to send you this. A whole lot cheaper too. But it's not even halfway as good. With this, with an original spring, a nice low tension setting on here, you can fire all that stuff. It took care of all the issues with that. Some of those high brass rounds that was not wanting to operate. Now, I could also say, well, the first run was the first run, and the second drum is going to be second generation, on the second production run, and just send everybody from the first run of spring. But, I think a whole lot more about my name than that. I have a whole lot higher values and morals than that. I wanted to give you the best drum I could possibly give you. And that's why I'm going to have everybody that wants to can send their first run drum back in, and I will replace the parts, and I'll do the little modification to the drum body and send it back. Now, I don't have any of these parts in place now, so don't send it back now. Keep them, play with them, have some fun with them. When I have everything in place, the new parts and stuff, I'll get in touch with everybody. You'll find out, and then you can send it back in at that time. Right now, I'm not set up to receive all these drums back, and I don't have the parts for them anyway, so just give me a little time on that. Maybe a month, maybe 2 months, and that's pretty much it. Now, I thank you for your time, your business, and your support.